Good afternoon, everyone. Finally here and a little bit more organised this time for the session. Nearly on time, and that's all good. Monitoring in the background onto the 5-foot rope TV site to Boomer Press, I think. I'm just trying to find where it's going to. Boomer Press, YouTube, that is the alternative YouTube, and my Ros Boundy profile. So 3 destinations. You can find me on either of those. Be lovely if you could like and share and do whatever those things are. I haven't found it in the background, but that's all right. I'll get and do that stuff afterwards. If you're here and watching the replay, welcome. I'm Ros Boundy on behalf of Boomer Press. I'm the creator, the instigator, the whatever you want to call it, as far as founder, even for Boomer Press, as a writer's helper as such. And I've got the website link in 2 of the places that I know I can do it to direct through the system I'm using, and I'll put the link in there in the profile, the Ros Boundy profile, afterwards as well. So look back at those and check out the website. Now I am going to share the screen as well for the Boomer Press website, because I'll take you for another run of that. Here we go, and it's only just doing the full screen here. Hopefully it's coming up as the website now, because I finally this morning got it fixed. Now this one is the alternate place. I'll go to this one is the website. What I was just showing you there is the course community members area. So I'll show you quickly through that as well. So here we are with the website. I haven't done a great deal of any additional stuff in there, but you can certainly see where the home space is, where we've got some of the books. Are you published? Why engage with Boomer Press there? It's been a great fun journey to actually collect all the assets together and get it together so that you can find out how we can help you, of course, because one of the most confusing parts of starting to write is knowing where to start, knowing what type of things that you need to gather together. And we've got that area in the services. So this is the more specific area where you would find out what type of services that we actually offer. And I've got it where you complete a form, because what we have on offer is more needing to be that is bespoke or tailored specifically for you. So, and that's because we have such a variety of where everybody is at that client level. You can't, there's as much as there's thousands of people out and about there ready to write, you're all at different stages. So it definitely needs to have that form there completed as a first point of call, or you can go back to the home where it's got this link that books in. I think it was there. Look, I can't remember. I'll go back to the services, because I think there's also, as well as that form, to let us know what your needs might be, and out of these that we offer, the first steps of the writing, the editing, the design for covers, the publishing, and then the marketing. There are additional services available to do with your branding. If you're further moving into creating a brand for your pen name or your author name and all of that, we do a done for you service and social media platforms, all of that type of thing. So there is website design, landing page design. I hope that, it would go back to that, wouldn't it? I have a mighty mouse. See this little device? It's so sensitive on the top, it goes reverse for me very easily. Too easily, I might add. So we'll just pop back now. I think it's under the Contact Us, where you can fill out where to connect with me. So you click to book a free clarity session. if you want to have a one-on-one with me to be able to go through where you're at, and just the message, the regular type of a contact form that you get on any website. That's a quick and simple, but really the one that would be the most useful for you to actually put in is complete that form. Let us know what you need. If you're in a quick, if you're just wanting to know a roughly, and we can put together a quote, or connect with you, ask to connect you via a video call as well. Because I do find it so much easier to connect with someone as far as, the face, being able to see each other. It really brings forward that instant accessibility and answering your questions. Okay, so that's where we're at. The website is back up and running, and you can see that there's certain areas. I'm very interested in the memoir area myself. I'm learning the difference between writing just fiction and memoir, being something that is from life experience, or even if it's a little bit more along the family history side of it. There's so many different ways to do that, so that's there as well. And certainly I've got to give a bit of a plug for my fellow authors who have listed their books here and available for purchase through the links that are here. If you go through that, here we've got them. I'll just go quickly, and this would be, once you are an author, you have the opportunity to put your books here in Boomer Press as well, like this with these particular authors. Okay, so we've got Lily Beecham with the ADHD, Christine Bennett with Women in History, and Abigail Betts, which is my pen name, with A Pieces With You and Beyond Peace. Cindy Cypress, she's got a second one coming out soon, The Librarians and Larceny. She's got that series started as fiction. Lovely book. Nancy Rundle doing another self-help genre area as not non-fiction. Tara Shelley's series are absolutely fantastic, and there is a special which I forgot to write the link. I think that's finished now, but certainly check them out. That's a 5-book series, and they are pretty good as a young adult series. Sienna Summer with her mystery, they're cute mysteries. They're actually very good, and her dog Lily features in part of the books as well. Jodie Walter is doing detective mystery type things there. Thriller almost. I'm not sure if they're thriller. I've read the first one. I haven't read the others yet, the other 2. Sienna Winnick does non-fiction with Witch and Craft, and they are excellent. She's got a great deal of experience in those types of books. So that is the website, so Boomer Press website. Now, once you actually come into Boomer Press community, I'm building this, and I've had some interesting journeys with this one as well. So you can see here, Boomer Press community. I was trying to separate them out as 2 different communities for the actual groups, but apparently I need to have them just as the one, and the groups are under the same membership area within the program that I use, like Kajabi, but I use Soul Software. So, and this is the other group that I'm designing and maybe growing at this point. This is my psychic medium work. So there's the channels that are there. Now, this is with the Boomer Press community. Once I get further courses, they'll be coming into here. I haven't finished doing the connection yet. So that's where they'll be. And if you've ever used Discord or something similar to that, this is the similarity of what this particular community area will do for us. Okay, wonderful, wonderful opportunity moving forward to join into this community and purchase the courses once they're listed. We are doing a launch for that very, very shortly. The course itself is pretty much usable, finished. It's getting expect a survey if you express your interest for the course on the home page. I'll just go back here and share the screen. So I'm pretty sure it is working. Let's have a look at that as a screen share for now. Is it working? Oh, come on. It's doing a little bit of a hissy fit, I think. I've got it screen share. It's supposed to be screen sharing there. There we go. So down here, register your interest, and then I can send a little bit of it sends to here a registration and payment form. The course that is Unlock Your Writing Potential is the one that is active at the moment. So that's where it will take you to, that form, and we can move it on from there. The advanced course isn't finished being written yet, and the signature course, that's a roadmap course, I haven't done the adjustments to that are required yet. Everything takes time, doesn't it? So certainly have a look there in how all of that's going to work for us. Now, what I wanted to do is to share my screen in this way, because guess what I found? I found our life story cards again, and I thought, well, for these I'm going to continue onward with this. I really do want to get moving ahead with sharing them. Sure, I missed a bit. I haven't double checked what the copyright issue is with sharing, 3 cards each session from this. They're not connected to each other specifically in a set play line that it's almost giving away the whole lot to everyone via YouTube, etc. It's a portion at each session, and I think that actually comes into being fair use. So if you don't ever see my YouTube channel again, you know I was wrong. So our life story kit, for those who may have seen it before, it goes like this. There is a set of cards, and in the end we'll all become stories. This is part of the history. Now we have moved through, I've just got to find, as you can see, these are the ones we still haven't used, and these are the ones we have moved through over the episodes that we've done before. So I'm just going to put these aside, and I'll take the top one. They're hard to, they are a little thinner on the ground than the others, so I'm just going to put our early life. I'll set that pile aside. I'm going to set the first one on the midlife and set that pile aside, and then the first one on the bottom one. Look, I'll just put that to the side like that so we can see them all as we are going through these right now. I'm going to use my little pointer that I use for the card readings. So here we have, for our first question, is what is your earliest memory of school? Do you remember your first school day? Because I do. I know, there's that trauma. I can remember sending my kids, each one of them, to school and being very happy and cheerful. And they had no problems with it. I know that when I went to school the first day that we went there, and I'm pretty sure it was the first day, I was quite upset that Mum took off and left us there. But being a twin, it didn't feel like it was that hard, because my twin sister and we were in the same class, and there were friends of ours in the same class at the primary school that we started as. We actually had 3 sets of twins in the same class, same year that we were born. So that was an extraordinary year for us all to be starting school at that time in the same class. So it was a little bit of a celebration. But I was very upset by the afternoon, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I know I was the only child that wet myself. I was very upset and was crying, and I probably just wanted to go home. And it was a bit of a thing back then that there wasn't any spare clothes, and we were actually on a farm, not within the town. So it was a bit of a to-do, apparently. I can remember it just because there was a lot of laughing at me, and I can remember that was probably why I was crying, because I couldn't help it. I probably didn't know where the toilet was. I just can't remember that detail, but I remember the feeling, and it was horrendous. So that for me was my earliest memory of school. Interesting what we can remember, isn't it? And that probably will go in a book, maybe. You know, it's just little things like that. Now that we've got these bits and pieces of prompts, that we can, pepper through our memoir some of those anecdotes of how we felt as we were moving through our life, don't you think? So, as we're looking at our midlife card for today, did you marry? Yes, I did. If so, describe the proposal, wedding, and honeymoon. Well, that's something that I probably. Well, there wasn't actually a proposal as such. There was a moving into, the experience of being married, because it did hurry it along a little bit. Early start to family, etc. And the wedding was a lovely wedding in our local church, and the reception was at Mum and Dad's on the farm, and it was really nice. It was funny in some respects because my husband's family were drinkers and my family were teetotalers. So that was the funny part around our wedding celebrations. There was some alcohol that was provided by the groom's family, like as far as the in-laws, because that was what was expected. And I know there was a bit of tut-tutting from my side of the family, and I thought, well, doesn't matter. We had a lovely wedding, and our honeymoon was a couple of weeks away to cousins who actually had big stations at past Inamenka was Orientis and Epsilon stations up there in Queensland, the corner of Queensland. It was an amazing experience. The drive, for starters, I'd never been so far away from home in my life. And, starting off a marriage, sleeping under the stars out in the outback pretty much, because it was so dang hot. It was really hot. A good experience though. And, even the mustering and bush butchering as well. It was just such an experience. It was wonderful. And there wasn't electricity back in those days besides a diesel generator that was put on probably for a couple of hours each day just to keep the freezers frozen. That was the reason they ran the diesel generator, for no other reason. Everything else had to be done within that time frame of having the gen set going. If you needed to do washing on with a machine and that, otherwise, too bad. The fridge and the freezer, it was kept just to keep them cold. You had a lot of esky, I think there was esky. There was other ways of keeping food cool, but it was the freezer that had to be kept frozen. It was an amazing experience anyway. And good fun. Yeah, it was an experience. Loved it. Nothing big spent or anything like that. It was creating memories. Our later life and our reflection here, because I'm at that end of life, a lot of who you might be asking these questions of may well be in this later life and reflection as well. You don't have to ask people all these questions. You don't have to ask yourself all these questions, but they're interesting. They get the mind going so that you can get writing. So why did you choose to retire? We've had this question in a different way before, and I haven't retired. I'm not expecting to retire. I reckon I can write up until the day I die. Don't care. It's not work. It's just, it feels like a wonderful flow of telling our story. We're becoming it. Why not tell it? And that's what I love about what I'm doing and sharing it with you here the way that I am. Wow. really good fun to share with you each and every time that I'm on these live streams. I absolutely love it. And look, I know that there isn't always people watching, and that doesn't bother me. The thing is that it's here for the posterity. These videos, in one way, one space, one place or another, are going to stay online. So whether it's at the Boomer Press YouTube channel, because they are going to be uploaded to there as a what do you call that, the now playlist, the playlist. And I'm just going to try and find that playlist for you in a sec. If you just hold on for a moment, I shall get the link for that, so you can actually go and have a look at your leisure for what has been the previous ones, and what may be next as well, in whatever form that takes. So let me just have a look. Playlists, and I shall go to this one. I need to get, whoops, view full playlist, and I think it comes up at the top to get a link to share. Shuffle, show available. Yeah, oh, actually, do you know what? I don't think it does. Let's have a look. I'm going to put this one in our chat here and add it to my profile one later, so it's in the chat. See if that works. If it doesn't, I'll have to find a way of sharing it with you. I'm assuming that the 5 Foot Rope TV will retain all of what is produced on that page as well, because it's not the private group, it is public as far as I'm aware. It should be, and we'll be able to, you know, watch whichever one of them that you would like to. They are in order now. They've been labelled in consecutive, yeah, following on, you know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. They are labelled as episodes, or supposed to be, if I've done it right. I'm hoping that I have, because I do particularly like some detail. Now that didn't go to the 5 Foot Rope TV, or did it? That's the playlist. Yes, it does. It is there. So that's this one. Let's see that. It should be that one that's got all those funny little doovers after it. So that's the playlist. And here we have the website. So that's the website that is active now, and it has those links that you can connect to me through the contact page, whether it's the home page where that actually shows up as register your interest or list what your desires are. Oops, I've still got that that screen on. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to think. It's the trying to get the page open again so that you can see the home page, and I'll just quickly share that screen so that you can see it as the half a screen. I think it shows up as a full screen or the half screen. Let's have a look how it presents on the screen. Oh, there you go. So it gives us a black screen for half of it. There we go. I must have the settings a little bit different. So here we go. There is the About Us, and you can fill out a free consultation. Whoops. See, that's my Mighty Mouse doing exactly the same thing again. The home page is where you can book a free consult with me. Okay, and it is the services page where you can complete a form to let me know where you're at and what you actually feel that you need from the services that we offer. So that is how we are offering the website, how it sits at the moment. So if there's anything that you find that you're needing that's different, you know, to be differently offered or helping you with, certainly give us a hoy and ask, because I don't know everything about what we do with writing and publishing, but I've certainly got some knowledgeable authors and coaches and people who can actually answer questions and help along the way as well. Okay, so thank you very much for sharing your time in watching this, even as replay, and in whatever time that you can put to sharing this to other people as well. Hi Kenneth, lovely to see you. I know you've regularly popped into my live streams, and I'm very appreciative of that, and that you share it too. So thank you very much. It definitely is a global space we live in. And one of the things with anything that's offered online, it does allow it to be a global extension. And the community as well of being what we hope to build with Boomer Press community is what I'm really looking forward to. So thank you so much for being here, for connecting in whatever way with other people who want to write their stories as well. Certainly share that we are an avenue, a way and a means to be able to help as well. So thank you for that. So I'll leave it for today. So look at those questions that came from our life story card deck as well, and see what areas that you would put that really sticks out in your mind from your life story that you feel you'd love to share with someone. Certainly can put it in the chat, and I'd love to read what some of your responses are. So thank you for everything that you share along the way. Thank you. And until we are Monday now, so the next session will be on Thursday at 5:30. So I'll see you then for the next lot. And it will be a little more of this life story, or some of the tools that I use. So we'll see you then. And thank you very much. Bye for now.